All right. Okay, welcome to the training today. Best planner ever. We're going to be talking today about the power of focus wheels. I am super excited to be here with you guys today and to be doing this training. It's absolutely one of my favorite topics ever. And so let's go ahead and just kick it off and get started. So my name is Jennifer Dawn. For those of you who maybe don't know me, I am a business mentor and coach. And I'm also the founder of the Best Planner Ever. And there I am. There's a picture of me on the beach from a year or two ago because I love to take my planner to the beach and do some of my monthly and yearly planning while I'm sitting there with my toes in the sand, the planner that travels. So I love the power of focus wheels. And if you've never heard of a focus wheel, you're definitely in for a treat. You're going to absolutely love these. And I love them so much that I added them to the 2019 Best Planner Ever. So they're not in your 2018. They will be in your 2019. I've been getting emails from people who have received their 2019 planner going, Jennifer, what are these circles with all the boxes? And I'm like, what is this? And how do I use it? And I said, all right, sit tight because we're going to be doing a training on focus wheels. And that's what it is. So if you have your 2019 planner, just flip to the very front and you're going to see in between the vision pages and the goal pages, you're going to see two focus wheels in your 2019 planner. Okay, so in this training, we're going to talk about what a focus wheel is and how to create one because you can do it the wrong way. So I want to make sure that all my people are doing their focus wheels the right way so that you can get the most value from them. Okay, so to talk about focus wheels, the first thing that we need to do is just a quick little recap on the law of attraction, because this is where focus wheels come from, is the law of attraction. If you're familiar with the law of attraction, you've already heard about this, you'll know this information. Sit tight, it's only going to be a second. For those of you who are not familiar with the law of attraction, the idea behind it is very simple. The law of attraction states that whatever you focus on, you're going to attract more to you, kind of like a magnet. You're going to attract whatever you're focused on to you. It's the idea that what you focus on is going to expand. Where your focus is, it grows. And it's hard to go through a day and not actually see the power of the law of attraction working. If you've ever had a bad day and you're just like, oh my gosh, everything today is going wrong. And as you go through the day, everything that possibly could go wrong does. That's the law of attraction at work because you're focused on everything that's going wrong. And the law of attraction is absolutely bringing more of that to you. But the good news is that we can flip this. We can flip it into the positive because when you're focused on the positive, it means that you're going to attract more positive. I use this in my life. I know it works. For those of you who have practiced law of attraction, you know it works. And this is what we want to be doing in our lives is we want to be shifting into the positive mindset, and we want to try to be in a positive mode more than we're in the negative mode. Because what happens when you're in negative mode all the time? You're going to attract more of it. And negative mode isn't really very much fun. So we want to be shifting into positive mode more than we are in the negative mode. But it's an easy concept to understand. Oh, just be more positive, right? But it's not always that easy to implement it. And it's not just enough to think about something else, because you have a thought come into your head and you can switch it. You can think about something else. But to really, really make this work, you actually need to get down deep into the feeling that's behind it. It's really that feeling that we're after. It's the feeling that has the power. You want to feel the benefit of whatever it is that you want to receive before you actually receive it. And that's the trick. It can be tough to be like, hey, I'm so grateful for all this money when you're sitting there in front of a stack of bills that you can't pay. It can be tough to say, hey, I'm so grateful for this wonderful relationship when you're struggling, let's say, in your marriage, okay? This is where the challenge of it comes, is to feel the benefit of really what you're after: more money, better relationship, better health, any of those things, to feel it before you actually receive it. this is one of the things, if any of you have done a gratitude practice, you know the gratitude practice is so powerful because this is what is behind it, is the shifting of your perspective, the shifting of your mindset to start to look at challenges in a new way and go, hey, look at what I learned, look at how I grew, look at all these good things that actually came out of this challenge. And I've used gratitude in my own life so many times, and it is so powerful. And this is part of why we're also doing right now, we're doing a gratitude practice in our free Facebook group. It's a 28-day gratitude practice where we go deep into all the areas of your life that you can feel grateful for. And it's 28 days. So of course it's building the habit of getting into the gratitude mindset, which goes way, way deeper than just saying, thank you if somebody opens a door, which is great. Keep doing that, of course. But really the practice of gratitude, it goes so much deeper. It's a huge mindset shift. I use this even with my business coaching clients so that they can, when they start to practice gratitude, it changes their perspective so we can look at their business in a whole different way. So like I said, we're doing a gratitude practice in the free Facebook group. If you're not already in there, just go to bestplannerever.club, not com, .club, C-L-U-B. That URL will take you right to our Facebook group. You can click apply to join. Of course, we're happy to let you in. We've already kicked off the gratitude practice, but it's all there in the post. You can just scroll down, find number 1 and get started, and come in there and do this with us. If you like the focus wheels, gratitude practice is kind of even the next step to take it even to the next level, because it isn't super, super easy to shift our thoughts, to shift how we're feeling, but a gratitude practice can help, and so can focus wheels, which is what we are here to talk about today. All right, so what is a focus wheel? Remember, what you focus on expands. And so a focus wheel is a tool. It's a tool that you can use to transform negative feelings into positive ones. Remember, it's not always that easy, but with a focus wheel, it can be so much easier because it really is a transformational tool to start shifting the negative and changing it to positive. The beautiful thing about a focus wheel is it works on any subject, okay? Relationships, money, health, whatever challenge or difficulty you're experiencing in your life, whatever area of your life that you want to change, you can do it by using a focus wheel. So it's not like just for money or anything like that, okay? Now, if you want to learn more about focus wheels, this was actually introduced by Abraham Hicks. If you study law of attraction, you've probably heard of Abraham Hicks. If you haven't and you like the law of attraction, you like to study the practice of it, get on Google and Google Abraham Hicks. It's absolutely phenomenal stuff. This is where, if you've heard of The Secret, this is actually where The Secret came from. The Secret is pretty popular. You can watch it on Netflix for free. Rhonda Byrne did The Secret. Rhonda Byrne also did the gratitude practice that we're doing in the Facebook group. And so where did Rhonda Byrne get the inspiration for this? She actually got it from Abraham Hicks. So this is the source of where it all came from. You can also get a focus wheel app on your phone. So you have your focus wheels in your planner, but you can also get an app on your phone. I have it on my iPhone. Just go into the app store, focus wheel by Abraham Hicks, and you can put it right on your phone. This is a picture of what it looks like. I love my focus wheels. So if I'm not sitting in front of my planner at any time, I can look at my focus wheels on my phone, and they travel. I can take them with me, and I can create new focus wheels anytime I want to create a new one. There's also numerous recordings on YouTube that you can just get on YouTube and just type in Abraham Hicks focus wheel. There's some great videos and recordings in there from Abraham Hicks on how to use the focus wheel. But we're going to cover the basics today. But if you love what you hear and you want to go deeper, then there's definitely some resources available. And we are recording this as well. So if you're furiously writing, don't worry, you're going to get a link to the recording, and all of this will be in there. All right, so now the basics of the focus wheel, as I mentioned before, this is really a self-discovery tool that allows you to go deeper and start to connect with the real desires of your heart, who you are, who you want to be, the kind of life that you want to live. So at the center of the focus wheel, it's a circle. So you have the center. At the center of the focus wheel is where you're going to place your desire. It could also be your intention. It could be your goal. It could be whatever important thing it is that you want to bring into your life. Now, Don't get caught up on the wording. If you want to call it a desire and that works for you, great. If you want to call it a goal and that works for you, great. Okay. We don't want to fix anything here that isn't broken. Don't get caught up in the word itself. Just pick a word that works for you, but just know in the center of your focus wheel is where your desire, your intention goes of what you want to bring more of into your life. It goes in the center. And then around the center, you're going to have 12 statements that actually support the desire. Okay, 12 statements that go around your focus wheel that support the desire. And the idea is that each part kind of expands those positive feelings on whatever the subject is in the center. So if in the center, your subject is, having health and well-being, you're going to have 12 statements around that are going to support you having more health and well-being in your life. A beautiful thing about the focus wheel is it can also help you change your core belief system. Now, I'm a business coach, so people come to me with problems in their businesses, and one of the things that I see is that they're walking around with a bad belief system. You wake up in the morning and you think in your business, my employees are all idiots, right? And that's your belief system. My employees are all idiots. And one of the things that we can use a focus wheel for is to actually start to reprogram that belief system and start to change this to something like, I work with an amazing team. Every person I work for or work with makes my life easier. My team is so talented. They have such a great skill set. All right. It starts to reprogram that belief system, because if you're getting up and you're carrying these bad beliefs with you, they're going to be carried with you throughout your day. And what are you going to do? You're going to attract more of that. So the focus wheel really helps to kind of reprogram that belief system. If you've ever heard of visualization, if you haven't heard of that, maybe you are living under a rock. I don't know, because it's pretty common. The power of visualization, athletes use this all the time. The athlete is going to see themselves winning the gold medal long before they've actually done it. And they're going to feel how amazing it feels to go to that competition and win the gold medal before they've actually done it. This is what a focus wheel is helping you to do. You've heard of the idea of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay, well, you think, oh, this is going to come true, and it does. Well, it does. So with the focus wheel, we want to make what we want to have come true, the good stuff. We want to get the good stuff to come true. This is also can help you just change that story, rewrite that story. I know Tony Robbins does a lot with, changing the story and rewriting it. A lot of coaches do this because we know that you've got to change that core belief system if you want to see change in your life. And a focus wheel is a great tool to do that, because it's going to help you change any negative statement, any negative belief going on in your life into a powerful, positive one. So when to use the focus wheel is when you're trying to work through maybe your feelings on a subject, you're not really sure of it. It's a great use of the focus wheel is to kind of work through those feelings. If you're having some difficult challenges in your life, maybe you're having a relationship issue, a money issue, a health crisis, any of those things, it can really help you get some clarity around what outcome you're really after, so that you're not so focused on the negatives going on in the situation. You can reshift that to a positive outcome, and the focus wheel can help you do that. Sometimes when you're going through a challenge in your life, you can feel powerless or like a victim to it. And what the focus wheel helps you do is actually take back your control, take back your power over the situation. It's your life. You do have control over the choices that you make. You have control over, the outcomes that you're after. You get to have a choice here. And the focus wheel can really kind of help you take back control over a situation. You can look at your focus wheels as often as needed. They're free. They don't cost anything, which is fantastic. And you can also change and update them as needed. And it's a process. Don't feel like you're going to do a focus wheel and 6 months from now, it's going to be the exact same focus wheel. It won't, because hopefully, if you're learning and growing and changing and expanding, you're actually going to be different in 6 months. And so the beauty of the focus wheel is that you can put your statements on it. And then as you start to grow and expand and change, you can pull some statements off. You can put some new ones on. You can keep evolving the focus wheel with you as you evolve. All right, so now let's get into the nitty-gritty of how to actually create your focus wheel. So there are 2 focus wheels in your 2019 Best Planner Ever. They're near the front. They're right after the vision pages. I'm also, with this training, going to send you a free download that has a focus wheel in it that you can just print at home. You can print as many copies as you want. You can get them as messy as you want. You can also, as I said, if you have an electronic phone, you can download an app, the focus wheel app, and they're fun to create on your phone too. Now, it's fun to do them on paper because you can just write and you can get messy with them. If you just want to actually start a focus wheel right now, just get a blank piece of paper. You're going to draw a big circle on it, and you're going to have 12 equal parts around it. You can see a picture there of what a focus wheel looks like. Don't worry about being messy, okay? Don't worry about trying to make it perfect the first time out. Just get in there and do it. The more that you do this, the more you go through the process, the easier it's going to get. And it's just such a fun process. All right, so to create a focus wheel, the first thing that you need is your blank focus wheel. Whether you draw it on paper or do it through an app or get my free download or you're looking at it in your 2019 planner, all of those things work, okay? So you've got the picture of your focus wheel there. That's step 1. Step 2 is going to be, you're going to create the center statement. Now, the center statement needs to be clear about how you want to feel on whatever the subject is. Okay. Now, for some of you, this is going to be super easy. I want to feel abundant in all areas of my life. Okay, fantastic. That would be your center statement. Now, for some of you, you may not really be sure of how to do this. And if you're not in the habit of doing it, it can be tough to kind of figure out, what do I want my center statement to be? So I'm going to teach you a little exercise that's super fun and super easy. So what you actually do is you're going to start with a negative statement, all right? Because as human beings, we're really good at finding what's wrong with the situation, right? It's really easy for us to figure out what we don't like. So what you can do is just write a statement that is what you don't like. You know, I look in the mirror and I feel fat and ugly. I don't want to keep attracting unhealthy relationships. I don't want to keep attracting people that just use me and don't respect me. I don't want to attract people that abuse me. I want to eat, I don't like being overweight, whatever it is. I don't want to be poor. I'm tired of always worrying about my bills. I'm sick of never having enough money. Okay. These are easy things, right? Whatever you're complaining about, write it down. And with a focus wheel, I would suggest that you keep one subject per wheel. Don't try to mix subjects on a wheel. I think it doesn't have quite the power that we want it to have. So if you have a wheel for health and wellness, great. You can have a wheel for money, financial stuff, great. You can have a wheel for work or business, great. You can have a wheel for relationships, okay? So if you want to create multiple wheels, go for it. But just try to keep your subjects independent. So on each wheel, one subject. All right, so start with a negative statement. Write down, what are you complaining about? What don't you like? You can start there. Then, once you have your list of the things that you don't like, you're going to take each of those statements and you're going to flip them into something positive, how you want to feel. So, for example, when I look in the mirror, I want to feel good. I want to feel confident and sexy in my body. I want to have a healthy romantic relationship. I want to be rich and abundant in all areas of my life, okay? You just take the negative and you just flip it. And now what you've got is a statement for how you actually want to feel, and that's going to go in the center of your focus wheel. Here's an example of one, a focus wheel that I found online, and you can see instead of the boxes, they just drew 12 lines off the center and then wrote their statements around the center. You can see what they wrote here. I want to look in the mirror and love what I see. That's a really good one, okay? So you write your desire in the center of your focus wheel. The thing I love about this is that instead of just wishing that something would get better, it's almost like you're drawing it into your life by focusing on what you really want, the positive aspects of what you really want. So some ideas might be, I really want a healthy romantic relationship. I really want to be rich and abundant. I want to feel confident and sexy. Those are just some ideas, okay, of what might go in that center of your focus wheel. Now, you don't have to use the examples that I'm teaching you today. We want you to make this yours, make it yours. So whatever is going on in your life, use your words, use your statement. You don't have to copy, but if you've never done this and you're like, yeah, rich and abundant sounds pretty good to me, copy it for now until you get the hang of this. And then of course you can always update it and change it later with more of your own stuff. Now, if you think of the focus wheel as like a moving object, right? It's a wheel, and so it's spinning. And when you put that statement in the center, that's what starts the wheel spinning, and it's going to feel good. It's almost like you can feel that spinning in your own body. I always kind of think of it as this like disc that's like spinning. And the faster I can make it spin, the better I feel, and the more good stuff I'm attracting to myself. So when you put your statement in the center, that's what starts this wheel spinning. And the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to place statements around the wheel. Those are those 12 statements around the wheel. And as you put those statements around the wheel, it's going to make it spin faster and faster and faster. Now, if you have trouble getting to 12, don't worry about it, okay? This is not something that you want to overthink. This needs to be fun and joyful. If you don't get to 12, it is okay. If you get to 6, great. Just make sure it's 6 really good things. That as you're reading these statements that support the center, they feel really good and you feel that wheel spinning faster and faster. Just take your time with it. It's absolutely a process. You've got to do a few of these to kind of get the hang of it, all right? Anything that's related to the center statement and how you want to feel about it makes up those 12 surrounding supporting statements. Now, if you are struggling with the specifics of, okay, what needs to go around my focus wheel, you can go broad. So that negative exercise that I just taught you, you can use this for the statements as well. So if you made a list of, let's say, all your money troubles, in the middle, you might say, financial solutions come to me quickly and easily. And then around the wheel, let's say that you're always worried about paying your bills. You can flip that to say, I never worry about paying my bills, or I always have all the money I need to pay my bills, okay? So anything on that complaint list, you can just sort of flip it and use it as a supporting statement around that center intention. You can also go broad. So sometimes if you're being too specific in your statements, you'll start to feel kind of icky, right? It's like, ugh. Or it won't be in alignment with your belief system and you'll start to kind of feel ick. I've seen people do a focus wheel where it's like, I'm a millionaire, but your belief system knows you're not a millionaire. So what happens is it starts to have the reverse effect and you start to feel kind of crappy because you're like, well, I'm not really a millionaire, because it's too specific. What you want to do instead is you want to go broad. So an example of this might be the perfect financial solutions always find me, right? And it'll feel good because that's in alignment with who you are in your belief system. I love receiving abundance in all areas of my life. It's not so specific, it's more broad. And who doesn't want to receive abundance in all areas of their life, right? So it aligns with your core belief system. Some other examples might be like if in a relationship, I want to feel valued, I want to feel loved, I want to feel appreciated, okay? So those could be supporting statements around your focus wheel. If you're a business owner, I want to provide value to my clients. That's actually on my focus wheel. I love providing life-changing value to my clients. That's on my focus wheel. And because I acknowledge it every time it happens, it just gets my wheel spinning. I love learning new skills in my work. Right now, I'm going to be switching some software in my business over to a piece of software called Infusionsoft, and its nickname is Confusionsoft, right? And if I only focus on the things that are going to be hard about this transition, it's just going to make the transition that much harder. So instead, I want to focus on all the benefits that this new software is going to give me. I'm going to learn new skills. I'm going to learn new software. I'm going to learn new things. It's going to help me be a better coach. It's going to help me help my clients more, okay? So it's shifting these things from a negative to a positive. Here's a few more ideas for supporting statements. I love feeling invincible and recognizing my value each day. I love feeling exhilarated about life. I love the momentum that comes from feeling good. Every day I feel a keen sense of who I am. I enjoy so many satisfying things as I move through my day. That one is actually on one of my focus wheels because I want to acknowledge and focus on all the satisfying things that happen to me as I move through my day. And when I focus on that, guess what? More satisfying things happen to me. It's like magic or a miracle, and it's beautiful. All right, so now it's your turn. This is how you do a focus wheel. And these are just some examples of some different focus wheels. You can draw them. You can use the download that we're going to send. You can color them in. You can make them some different shapes. You can see how they've done some different designs where you've got the 12 supporting statements around the center. But just have fun with it. Don't overthink it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get in there and have fun. And you're doing it right if it feels good. If it starts to not feel good, go more broad, take a step back, rethink it a little bit. All right. So this is a fun thing. Now, with a focus wheel, remember, the purpose of it is to focus your attention on positive things. And we're focusing it using a series of small positive statements. So we want everything on the wheel to be super positive. Anytime you're feeling stuck or you're struggling, or maybe you're having trouble like visualizing what you really want your life to look like, the focus wheel is a great tool for getting unstuck. It's kind of like a turbo boost to your vision board. Okay, so in the planner, you have vision pages at the front of the planner so that you can make a vision board in your planner. The vision board, the idea behind that is all about getting you out of short-term thinking into long-term thinking. Long-term is like, where do I want to be in a year, in 3 years, in 5 years, right? That's the purpose of the vision board. But sometimes when you're in the middle of it, you look at your vision board and you're like, ugh, I'm never going to get there, right? And so instead of getting sad and depressed and focusing on the lack of what you have and the failure and the fact that you're not there, because we know with law of attraction, when you focus on the failure, what are you going to get more of? Failure. We don't want that. Okay. So instead with the focus wheel, which is why I put them in the planner and in the front, it's like a turbo boost to your vision board because it's that short term right now. Let me get myself feeling really good. That's what the focus wheel does. It transforms a negative into positive. It's a short turbo boost, okay, to your vision board because we don't want you looking at your vision and feeling bad. We don't want you going, oh, I can't even figure out where I want to be tomorrow, much less a year down the road, right? That doesn't fly. So we really want to make sure that with the focus wheel, it starts to get you thinking about what you do want in your life and how you do want to feel. And that will actually help you with the vision boarding too, if you struggle with that. If you don't struggle with that, it's just kind of like the perfect complement to your vision board because it gets you spinning, literally, it gets you spinning in the right direction again. All right, so really quickly, we are going to open this up to Q&A. So if you have a question about a focus wheel, you can pop it into the chat and we'll do a live Q&A so that if you have any questions like that, we're going to answer that. After this training, we're going to be sending out the free download of the focus wheel. You're also going to get a link to this recording. And I wanted to tell you guys, if you have questions about this after the training, post them in our Facebook group. I gave you the link. It's bestplannerever.club. Just pop in there. We are super active in the group. If you post a question in there, we're going to be on it. We're going to answer it. If you create your first focus wheel and you're so super proud of it, post a picture of it in the group. We would absolutely love to see it and share it with you. So that's another resource that you have if you have questions about, am I doing this the right way? You can post it in the Facebook group. Now, before we hop into Q&A, really quickly, I also wanted to let you guys know, if you want to dive deeper on any of these subjects, because really the focus wheel, it's just one of many tools and resources that we offer here at the Best Planner Ever. It is truly our passion to help you live your best life ever. Of course, we want you to have a planner and use it and love it, but we really want you to get the most from it. And we want to provide tools and resources that help you get the most from it. We want to help you. So just a few things that are coming up, just so you're aware. We do have our fall retreat. Sorry, guys, if there's any guys on the phone. Sorry, guys. This one's only for women, but it's coming up October 18th. It's in Vermont. This is a 4-day retreat where you can come. It's a small group of women, 6 women. We have a lovely little workshop each day. We do an outdoor activity, but it's just a really great time to take a breather from your life to refresh, recharge. I'm there. I lead the whole retreat, and it's just such a great time to kind of reflect on your 2018, how you're going to end the year strong, and start thinking about what you want to accomplish in 2019. So that's the fall retreat coming up in October 18th. I also want to let you guys know about, this is something new. This is our Plan Your Best Life virtual workshop. It's going to start October 15th. Men and women all are invited to this. It starts October 15th. It's an 8-week online virtual workshop where I'm going to be teaching all 12 of my steps to success in the Plan Your Ideal Life book. And really what this is, it's the foundation behind the planner. So if you have your 2019 planner, you're going to see some new stuff in there. You're going to see a well-being score. You're going to see the focus wheels. You're going to see active visioning. It's a little bit different than the past vision board. And so the virtual workshop really goes into the core foundation of all of the stuff of why it's in the planner. It's too much and it goes too deep. Like I can't really put it into the planner. And so that's why I've created a virtual workshop. It's 8 weeks. It goes through everything. Right now we're offering an early bird. I think normally it's like $149. It's $97 right now. The early bird's going to run for another week or two. Look, $97. It's a very, very minimal investment in yourself to really go deep and learn how to do goal strategy, how to really do a vision board, how to really use your planner and get the very, very most from it. You know, anybody can make a to-do list. Anybody can do that. But not everybody can really do the strategy behind their life. And if you're stuck in your goals, I'm going to teach you how to get momentum, how to build confidence. I'm going to give you all kinds of tools and resources every week for those 8 weeks. It's just going to knock it out of the park for you. So definitely hop into our virtual workshop. Like I said, $97, small investment for everything that you're going to get in there. In January, we're offering a 2-day hands-on East Coast and West Coast workshop. These are in person, one in Phoenix, one in New York City. 2 days. I do them in January. Why? Because you can plan out your entire year. You're going to come to the workshop. You're going to work with me one-on-one for 2 days. You're going to walk away with a blueprint for your whole year. So those workshops are going on in January. And then, of course, our coaching circle, our next coaching circle kicks off January 30th. The coaching circle is that one is for business owners coming together, declaring a 90-day goal, and all supporting each other to achieve it. So lots of resources available. If you want to sign up for anything, you can, of course, just go to our website, bestplannerever.com, and there's a button right on the homepage, right when you click bestplannerever.com, that says Plan Your Best Life. Just click the Plan Your Best Life button. You're going to see all of these resources. Our website's changing, so depending on when you watch this recording, our website may look completely different than what you're used to. It's being completely redesigned right now, but it will still have a Plan Your Best Life button right there on the homepage, and you can see all these resources. And you can get yourself signed up because, like I said, our goal is really to help you live your best life ever, kind of take it past just a planner. Okay. And with that, we've got a little bit of time. So we have about 20 minutes before our coaching circle kicks off, and I've got to stop the call. But if anybody has a question, I'd like to open it up right now. You can pop it in the chat, or you can unmute yourself and you can be live on the call with me and you can ask a question.